Hey, what's up? Long time no see. What's up, everyone? Casio Albert, I guess. Big Smoke, Breakneck. What's up? What's up, Anto? Yeah, long time. Oh, yeah. I'm kind of lost with the streaming thing. I haven't done this for like, I don't know, 7 months or something. Couldn't even find my, YouTube stream key because of lots of changes on the YouTube. There's like this weird creator beta thingy. So, yeah. Finally managed to get it figured out. What's up, Ben? What's up, Igor, Tony, Kanek? Greetings from Poland. Greetings from Finland to Poland. What's up, Rainy Joy? Nico, Teemu, what's up? Where's your hair gone, man? Ah, that's a good question. It fell off somewhere. Actually, I cut it, I think, like 2 weeks ago or something. Didn't really seem the value in having long hair because it's like pain in the rear on summer and like huge maintenance. And this is just, when I get to shower, it's like previously I needed like a huge towel or something to dry the hair, but now it's like, yeah, so simple. Nice to see you. Yeah, you too, Anto. Big Smoke. I'm the one who knocks for sure. Yeah, I got that from my Discord admin. He sent me that one. What's up, Crayfish? I'm kind of worried about the YouTube copyright thing at the moment, but I don't know. I'm not really that active on YouTube, so why not just play some covers? I don't care if there are some issues with the copyright thing. I guess I don't know if that's the smartest thing to do, but let's do it. I don't even know what to play though. I'll actually tune half step down and play some Dark Angel, maybe some Alcoholizer, maybe some Slayer, half step down stuff. What else have I jammed in E flat? Yeah, let's see. Let me tune down. Yeah, man, Adrian, what's up? I'm still alive. Hi, CJGS and FB14. Yeah, everything is fine. Had my third child on February and been busy ever since. I think you should do all the streaming from now since YouTube is gonna copyright any song you play. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I'm really focusing on, private teaching at the moment, so I'm not really worried about the YouTube thing. But yeah, why not have some fun here? Let me tune down so we can do some jams. Let me put some song playing in the background. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet compared to my voice. Sure, I turned it a little bit down. Yeah, my hair is gone. Adrian. Stamina voisi maistua iltahämärältä. Shall I turn it a little bit lower again? Iron Maiden, haven't played for a while, so we could try that. And I need to learn some Stamina songs, but I can do that as well. Yeah, I'm still in the band. That band isn't really active at the moment. What's up, Kubus? No idea how to play these fields. I've been just jamming this song pretty much. Let me see. The stream disappeared somewhere. Just a second. There we go. Was I watching Metallica? If I was, what did I like? I wasn't watching. Would have been cool, but I wasn't there. Let's do this fun song. It's Alcoholizer Surfing Beer. Let me write it. What's up, Harry? Ah, the hair is gone. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's how it goes. I used to remember how to play this. Yeah, this is like a really awesome band. I'll try to play one of their other songs, but I've never really practiced these like too... well, this song I've practiced actually quite a lot, but the other songs I've been just jamming, but they're pretty damn fast and thrashy. Let me try something. I think this is like 225 BPM when the fast part kicks in, so I have no idea how to play it, but let's try. Some sort of a pull-off thing there. This is Alcoholizer thrash metal. Yeah, it's like these are so fun songs. Let me actually... I've never really learned these. I just love listening at these and jamming. So I don't know if I'm playing anywhere near correct. Surfing vibes. Love this already. I've been busy with my 3 kids and wife for the past 7 or so months. Pop Fiction. Challenge Dance of Eternity. We can do that at some point. I kind of feel like just jamming something and, you know, some of these my favorite songs, I guess. But we can do some requests soon. I still have to record some, you know, lessons, which I'll be posting on my Facebook page, you know, probably today and tomorrow. So, have to see how long this stream will be. The thrash metal. Hey Patrick, yeah, the hair is gone. Well, this mic placement is pretty bad. If it's here, it's blocking the guitar, I think. I think this is fine. Make Viking army with your kids. Yeah, that's my plan. You got it. Testament. I think I've practiced like over the wall, but we can try that. I'll try to play another Alcoholizer song. I'm just plugging this straight into quad capture, Roland quad capture, and then bias effects with like USA metal preset with reverb off, noise gate on, and yeah, I think that's it. So really simple setup. Highly recommend checking this album out. This is the first song from the album, by the way. I just linked it in the chat. Yeah, thanks Patrick. Hiukset lähti, tuntuu siltä. That's my good Finnish answer. Didn't see Metallica, sorry. What's up, Simon? Conquer or Die. I'll check that out too if I get some time after jamming some of my, you know, my own chosen songs. Man, did it get the tone for those accents, but... Yeah, this is honestly one of my favorite bands, even though it's like really pretty unknown band. I think they're from Italy or Spain. Probably Italy. Opeth. I haven't really listened at them, but I think, you know, the songs are of course good, which I've heard. But it's not maybe my own style. Pitkä kumakes. Glad to see you again, still alive and going strong. Yeah. Blackened by Battery. I guess I could play Blackened. Haven't played that for a while too. Cool riffs. Yeah. I sent the link to this album in the chat and I highly recommend checking it out. It's like so damn good thrash. You Suffer is the hardest shit around. It's harder than ever. Yeah, that's true. How do you keep motivated? Well, that's that's the struggle I'm facing too. So I guess yeah, the kids are good motivation, I'd say. Frantic by Metallica. Haven't heard the live version. Heard of solo guitars, do you have anything? I think they're awesome and would love to get one. Whenever I get money to buy one, I'll probably get one. I'll try to think something else that I've jammed recently in Half Step Down. Can't really... Oh yeah, one of the old classics. I'm sure that everyone who watched my live streams like 6 months ago have heard me play this, but I just have to play it. It's like one of the first songs I learned on guitar, but of course I couldn't play it back then. Damn these harmonies. No, I wasn't Hege. Anthrax. 92 show, damn. I'm so glad you're back. Oh damn, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm not sure like how back I am, but yeah, I guess this stream is yeah, one stream somewhere in space-time, and let's see when the next video is up. Hey Bald Boy Knight, what's up? Practice routine. Well, at the moment I'm as I'm taking lessons from Chris Broderick, I'm going through like some different chord progressions using arpeggios with some, you know, now it's just like pretty basic, trying to, you know, find out different ways to sweep pick and use arpeggios than just going straight up and down. So it's pretty much like you know, 6-7-1 chord progression in B minor, something simple like, I can't even remember if I I'm not sure if I can remember the one that I composed in that. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is half step down. I was like, oh, this doesn't sound right to me. Oh yeah, one string is not in half step down. Yeah, let's forget about it. But it's pretty much like finding a pattern in like you know, combining two different arpeggio shapes and playing, you know, 2 fingers per string things while combining those. But for like you know, metal rhythm stuff, I just pretty much do my own exercises based on what I feel like I need to improve on. So at the moment I'm like trying to get a little bit more speed for alternate picking. And some more endurance to play some like Violator songs tightly, because it's, you know, it's easy to, you know, play it some, you know, somehow, but trying to play, you know, really accurately at like 225 BPM for a long time, it's like feels like right hand is falling off after a while. Where your self-taught? I was for the first 5 years, then I took a few months of guitar lessons at music school, then I took few lessons from Mr. Fastfinger about, you know, composing and improvisation and things like that. And now I've been taking lessons from Chris for like 7 months, 6 months, but he's on tour a lot, so it's not like every week. Now he's touring with In Flames, so we're on a break. How did you get that down picking stamina? Well, I actually just posted on my Facebook profile about, you know, downpicking endurance and speed. So I think there's a link in the description for my Facebook profile. So just send me a friend request and it has like pretty much, you know, explanation for that. Whenever I watch your streams, I grab my guitar and play along. That's awesome, man. Is Chris still with Drover? I'm not actually sure about the Act of Defiance, but he's touring with In Flames at the moment. I'm pretty sure they're doing the Act of Defiance still. Did you finish the Ola like practice challenge practice thing? Actually, no, I don't think I finished that. I took part in the first challenge, which was like that alternate picking thing, and I got it up to like 180, I think. But I didn't really commit as much as I would wanted to commit, so I didn't really practice, you know, every day, and I'm sure it, you know, shows. What was something I was supposed to do? Oh yeah, I'll tune back to standard and I'll play some Metallica just for, I think it was yesterday's gig, yeah, or day before that. Yeah, I love blues. I always wanted to learn like chicken picking and things like that. You know, maybe some bluegrass style playing, but I haven't really practiced hybrid picking to get that really going. And I guess mostly at the moment, and especially when taking lessons from Chris, it's really like classical influenced. You know, some classical guitar style influenced arpeggios, and you know, some lead-in tone stuff in harmonization, in harmonic minor, things like that. Dyer's Eve. I can't remember how to play that, but I can try. What's the picking strategy? Chicken picking, hybrid picking. Yeah, I'm not even sure of the right terms for that, but I think it would be cool to do some, you know, banjo style, you know, that that cool stuff. But yeah, let me tune to E standard so I can play some Blackened. What's up, Kirk? I'm losing the feeling in my right leg for some reason. I think the car keys were like making my right leg numb or something when I'm sitting here. Forgot this riff. No idea how to play this anymore. Lucas, what's up? Oliver, what's up? So many messages. Kiko, yeah, he's awesome. I'll just quickly browse through this. Our Lord and Savior. Dire's Eve. Yeah, someday when we get to Lahti. Artu. Frantic Live. That's awesome. Did I miss much? Not much. What's up, Sir Coconut? Long time no see. By the way, everyone, feel free. It would be awesome if you added my personal Facebook profile so we can have a chat. I'm actually like more active there at the moment because I can share, you know, some video lessons to guitars and things like that. Yeah, I'm picking legend came back. Tech death. Oh yeah, there we go. Death Spirit Crusher. I'm not in D standard, and that Kelly is like awfully out of tune. It's supposed to be in D standard, but it's way out of tune. I can play some standard tuning technical death metal for you. Some very awesome standard tuning. So long time. Yeah, diminished view. Top question of stream. Why no hair? Yeah, that should be the number one. Like I should have that on screen, like the answer to that question. But yeah, I just cut it away and yeah. Yeah, something like that. Skin. Shut up, Oliver. It's hard to play this riff without memory. Yeah, that's true. Sonic C, yeah. I heard you lose shred power, but yeah, but in exchange I get more speed. I'm still giving lessons. Yeah, feel free to add my Facebook profile or send me an email or something if you want to chat more about that. Did you hear the new Lost Society song? Actually, no. I haven't really been up to date with new songs for, I don't know, a few years, I guess. I always hear like a few months later that someone released something cool. Are you playing this riff with downstrokes? Not really, it's 240 BPM, so it's alternate picked. The length of the hair is proportional to shred power. Yeah, but it's... I guess it's almost like reversed... what's that term? Reversed exponential curve. That the rate of the hair begins also the shred power. So the less hair you get, the more shred power you get. I guess that's the mathematical equation. Thanks, Mark. Thank you. And also, if you have any questions about guitar playing, feel free to ask. I'll help you out. Forget about it. Yeah. I can play a stab wound riff with downstrokes. I haven't really tried. It's on A string and... I would need to practice on A string. I've mostly practiced, you know, E string downpicking because it's like a pretty specific technique that I use. So it works for like E string only. No, not E string only, but I haven't really gotten used to other strings. I have this kind of a... can't even remember how I call it. It's like where I go up and down instead of, you know... I go like away from the body and return back to the body. And I could play like one measure at like 300 BPM that way. Like eighth notes. Any tips for alternate picking? Yeah, sure. Tightness, endurance, speed. What's your main goal? And that's also really good, like general advice. Like whatever you want to improve on, try to be as specific in what you try to achieve, and then you can, you know, see where you are at that skill currently, and that way you can also see where you want to go in that skill, and then it's more measurable, of course, at the same time. Impolite Nazarene. What's up, Ben? Tell that to Scott Ian. Matt, yeah, big Matt. One Punch Man. Shall my reviews come back? Oh, that would be too much, I guess. Not really. Yeah, sure. Do you have one-to-one guitar lessons? Yeah, I have 13 students at the moment. And that's what I do pretty much for, you know, as my day job at the moment. Is I give private guitar lessons. And that's also one thing that I've been focusing, you know, last 7 months, because, you know, after getting the third kid, I want to focus on, you know, things that bring food on the table. So I haven't really had the chance to do YouTube much. But yeah, I'm active in private lessons. You've heard maybe new kills, which haven't heard that either. Can you react to Masterpiece Parallelism of a Fractal Universe? Oh man, that name also already tells that it's gonna be pretty insane. Are you planning on posting more YouTube videos soon? Probably, yeah. I just talked with Attila Voros about the Pantera collab, because it's like so super delayed at the moment. I can show you like I can actually show you the project like without any edits if you want. It has some scratch mixing tracks in it and things like that, but I don't think there's too many people watching, so let me check. Yeah, 24 people watching, so I can show you like the every Pantera song project. Let me just set that up quickly. Do you have YouTube lessons? I have like one kind of old email list thing where you would get free lessons, but at the moment the best way would be to add me on Facebook, and because I'm gonna be posting lots of lessons on my personal Facebook profile as well, and you can have a chat with me there too, to, you know, ask me anything about guitar playing. So that's, if you want, you know, free help or my free advice, I would highly recommend, you know, adding me on Facebook, and the link should be below. Sure, let's hear a trauma part. You're not gonna... Yeah, let me find that quickly. Hey, Malefic. Thanks, man. Yeah, been pretty in like some sort of a radio silence, I guess. Hey, Slayerizer, what's up? No way. Yeah, it's a long time. Oh, now that we got all the, you know, old stream viewers here, I start to feel like, you know, I should do this more often. I need to, like, I have, you know, this new masterclass I need to promote, which takes like a huge amount of time at the moment, but I really want to, you know, get back to this whole, you know, having fun streaming. I don't know, playing some games on stream or even off stream, you know, a little bit more relaxed lifestyle. It's been pretty hectic past 7 months with the kids, but yeah, let me find that. I've been with you since, yeah, I remember. Yeah, let me actually, I opened the wrong project. Let me find the right one. And let me share the screen. Yeah, thanks, Malefic. Yeah, I really want to get, you know, back at making videos, but I'm not honestly sure like when I'll have the time to do that. I'm like, you know, the one thing that's like on my priority list, number one, is to, you know, focus on teaching and becoming, you know, better and better. And, you know, of course, my goal is to become, you know, the best metal guitar teacher ever. So that's the number one priority, and because that's the one that's gonna be bringing food to the table to my wife and kids. But I would of course love to get back to, you know, making YouTube videos, because it's really fun. And I actually have few original songs I'm working on, which I might make like some sort of a playthrough video of. That would be really fun. Cool, Mark. Yeah, I'll check it after the stream. I'll accept all of the friend requests. Kelatari. I wish I would get any sort of support at the moment. I'm not getting any. The only way that government is taking part in my entrepreneurship is that they're taxing me. So not getting any support. Haven't gotten any for the past 7 months. So that's also one big reason I can't do YouTube, because it didn't bring enough money to, you know, support the living, which was, you know, the main goal to, you know, build it up. But that didn't work out really well. But yeah, anyways, this is the Every Pantera Song project, unedited. So there's, you know, tons of unedited stuff here. So it's nowhere near final. I got the wrong audio device. Man, that's loud. Sorry about that. Let me try to... Actually, I think this audio mixer is pretty bad. I'll just lower the volume on stream. Yeah, wait for the next artist. He's gonna blow your minds. I haven't shown it before on stream, or actually to anyone. Yeah, Tilavoros is just phenomenal. See you later, Jack. Yeah, that domination ending is sick. And this is Vermilion, by the way. I'm not sure if the audio sync is proper in... this is like really unedited. Yeah, Rudy plays this part and he also plays the flood solo. Sweet Slayerizer. This part was also reserved for someone, but couldn't find any guitar player, so I played this section myself. And that's actually a big theme that follows throughout the video. Yeah, who's this guitar player? He's like awful. Hey Ben Treffrey, what's up? Doing great, thanks. I think Ethan, that because I really hate that one pinch harmonic that I did on the B string because it's but yeah, I guess the other ones were okay. Yeah, cool. We're doing great. Pretty busy with, you know, giving lessons and kids. Not giving kids, giving lessons and being with kids. Oh yeah, there's the pause between the albums. It should continue pretty soon. Okay, this is like 45 minutes long video, so I guess we're not gonna watch through the whole thing. Let's see like few cool sections here and there. Like Jamie Slays, then there's Josie who plays fantastic leads, and there's other guys as well. Yeah, it's every Pantera song in this one video. I think it's like 20 guitar players total. Börje. Yeah, this was actually almost done like on January. It was just missing few parts, but then I had to focus on, you know, giving lessons. Oh man, check this out. And this is my video editor for the past YouTube videos. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah, but that was Josie. Joseph, I can't remember the last name, but fantastic guitar player. Just phenomenal. Okay, this is a scratch mix, so it isn't really doing justice for Adrian. Or no, not Adrian, Andres. Sorry. But yeah, Andres is also a great guy. No K-Mac. I have to get a little bit more of Josie. Okay, this scratch mix is also terrible. This is just something straight from Reaper without mix. Then Oskari Niekka. Andres. Then Rudy. And some more awesome guitar players. And Josie. Cobain. That's RRXT. Oh man, this is such a fun project, but it's so unfortunate that it got delayed so much. But it's now finally, I've sent this to editing to Lassie, actually one of my students. And he's probably gonna do the editing for this one, because I really struggle to find the time to do that. And here is the legendary Kirk Hammett. With some background assistance. Yeah, it has every Pantera song in this video, so all of Glamterra, all of Phil Anselmo, every bonus song, every movie soundtrack, everything. Yeah, that's totally legit Kirk Hammett, the one in the chat. And then it's Panzer. Yeah, struggling with the army. Also separate mix for every album, so there's I think 2 or 3 albums left to mix from Oysten. And Leo. Man, this guy was really fast at sending me the clips, I think. I think it was Leo. Took him like a couple of hours to do this. And these are, yeah, scratch mixes just to sync up the audio. What's up, guitar noob? And the bass is obviously really loud because I recorded the bass for this, so... I think it was Nisu. Yeah, now it's Kirk in the background. Yeah, sorry for the awful tones. That's like, you know, scratch mix. Then one of my students, Petri. This is Adobe Premiere Pro. He didn't like that I gave this song to him because it's like, I think like 230 BPM downpicking or something like that. Something insane. Need to push the students forward, right? Oh yeah, DI tracks scratch. Of course these are gonna sound like so much better with the mix. More like this. And one part is missing is Lassie's, who's one of my students as well. And I got his stuff. Not in this project file actually, I have put them on the timeline, but yeah. Then we have all of the bonus songs as well. Over and out. Let's find that one. Isn't it this one? Hey, it was kind of like extempore stream. And Andrew is shredding. Was there a Discord notification? I don't think I posted anything. Oh yeah, this scratch mix is awful because it includes feedback from the guitar to get like a close to original sound. But in the scratch track, I just had it at max volume, so this sounds awful. I'm gonna skip this. This is also one of my students. I think the ending is pretty fun. Yeah, Sabbath, because Pantera did a Sabbath cover. So I played every song Pantera has ever recorded. Or not I played, but we played. Stars. Dallas. Stars. But yeah, that's pretty long project and it's estimated to arrive before 2050. No, but seriously, I think it's gonna get done in the next few weeks. Like, because yesterday, I've been talking past few days with the audio engineer, Oysten, and he gets to mix the rest of the albums pretty soon. And also, Lassie, who probably does the video editing, he's already testing out some different title fonts and things like that. Do you know some Sepultura riffs? Yeah, we can. Extreme. I'll see you later, Kirk. Oh yes, have you seen what's that film Symptom of the Universe cover where Dave Lombardo plays the drums? Man, I love the drumming in that. I have to show you that actually. Actually, what was the band's name? I can play Beneath the Remains in a little bit. I'm not warmed up at all, but I guess I can kill my right hand trying to play that. What was that band that Dave Lombardo played at one point? PHILM, I think, but can't find video with that. Yeah, found it now. But man, this is just so... I think it's this clip, even. Like, listen at the drum beats he's doing. Like, it's just fantastic. And man, the drum fills in this one. I put the volume a little bit louder for the music. I think it should be fine now. But man, this is awesome cover. I'll link it in the chat if someone wants to watch the full thing. Yeah, that's a little bit lower volume because it like fits this guitar volume. So I didn't want to mess it up too much. This is the tone setting, by the way, I'm using. So it's just USA metal preset, no reverb, noise gate on, and it's pretty much otherwise the same as the, you know, stock preset. This is actually, for my current warm-up status, this is pretty painful to play. I'll play Inner Self to warm up a little bit. This is actually a really good warm-up to really smash the strings with the right hand, because it's really straining even at this tempo. Oh, that's actually... didn't expect Inner Self to be a good warm-up. But when you really smash the strings, it's actually pretty damn good one. Missä sä oikein asut, kun ulkona valosaa? It's not... I live in Hyvinkää, and it's 12 p.m. I think it's 12 p.m., like midnight. Or that's how you say it. You haven't played the solos before Be All and All. I'm not really... If you're talking to me, you haven't played the solos before. If you're talking to me, I've played a little bit of solos, but I've mostly focused on rhythm. Now I'm like practicing some sweep picking things, but it's quite a lot of work to do. Yeah, need to get some more tightness in there. But yeah, it's midnight at the moment. Lights coming from in the hallway, I think that's called. I mean like my studio space, like 5 kilometers away from home. So it's empty. Stab wound sweep section. Which one? Haven't played for a while, but I don't think I can like, it's like 120 BPM or 240 BPM, however you want to call that. See you later, Night of Hell. Awesome to see you after a while. Not putting it down, not knowing. Chris is teaching. What Chris is teaching is pretty much anything I want to learn. And at the moment we're looking at some leading tone and enharmonization, and mostly composing interesting phrases using arpeggios. So some of the exercises we are doing, like what he composed to me for as an exercise, is something like. And I've done, some similar. It's like a 2-5-1 jazzy thing with like leading tone in there. That's like one 2-5-1 thing I've done, and one thing that I actually tried to play it before on this stream, but yesterday I was doing like 6-7-1 in B minor, which is like now we're trying to combine different inversions of arpeggios to create more interesting phrases. So it's not just up and down, I think that was like the 6-7-1 thing. But it's relatively basic in terms of theory knowledge, but it's like really cool how we try to find different ways to play the arpeggios as well. So it's not using those common shapes. For one example would be like that we covered is like this part in one of the exercises he did for me. Doing a slide instead of a position shift. Like these are the two different versions. Finding more interesting ways to use arpeggios, so breaking away from the up and down thing. Kari Hänen channel that has baby chickens. Yeah, you have told that. That's awesome. I wasn't at the concert in Hämeenlinna. That would have been awesome, but couldn't make it. What's up, Lucan Cho? No commands by Stone. Yeah, exactly, Slayer Riser. I'm, the way I approach teaching is for me to become better teacher, I need to be a student myself. And that's the main reason I started lessons with Broderick. The main goal is to become, better and better teacher. So it's of course cool to learn all of these different things, but I'm also learning like Chris Broderick's tens of years of experience in teaching, like his different approaches, and he's given me so many cool like book recommendations on teaching, like Talent Code and Inner Game of Tennis and books like that. And also the best book actually I've read, if anyone wants to become great at anything, I have to actually mention that book because it's best book I've ever read. It's called Peak. P-E-A-K. Peak. And that's just fantastic in like it kind of proves that no one is born with any special talent, and everyone who's good at something has to go through practice, and it shows you how to practice, like what's the like general approach in practicing. And actually, spoiler alert, the best way to practice is called deliberate practice, and it's where someone else who already knows what you need to what you want to learn, someone who already knows how to do that, tells you what you need to do to achieve that. So it's pretty much like private teaching. But it's the author is Anders Ericsson. Let me write it. Doppelganger. Tickets for Slayer in the birthday. Yeah, I went there. It was awesome. Like Anthrax VIP. Ah, man, that was fantastic. Be amazing thought by Chris. Yeah, it's awesome. Think about Rudy Ayob. Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, he's in the collaboration I showed earlier on the stream. Yeah, Peak Secrets from the New Science of Expertise. And the one who knocks. Yeah. Kirk sent it to me. That's fantastic. But I could actually do a little guitar lesson now. If anyone's interested, we could take a look at some guitar playing secrets and tricks. Yeah, Violator, awesome. Man, that trill. Yeah, Violator is just fantastic. Yeah, you can grab the guitars now if you want. Thanks, Bad Language. Yeah, Atomic Nightmare, yeah. Oh, Violator logo pack patch. That's sick. Knock, 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 man. What is this program? Record. I assume you're talking about the software I get the guitar tones with. It's by SFX standalone, and this is the preset I'm using. Hey, what's up, Cobain? Oh, it's gone. I'm sorry. You were actually on the stream, Cobain, a while ago, when we looked at the Every Pantera song video. Oh, thanks, Mark. Yeah, it's actually pretty simple, like, to get fast at guitar playing. It's like I've heard this elsewhere, and I can tell you that it's the case that it takes around 2 years to get to your maximum guitar speed if you practice correctly. So you can get really fast. You know, you can play really fast pretty quickly if you practice, you know, enough and practice properly. I played like Violator, Toxic Death, and what's that called? That instrumental song, Ordered to Thrash. Hey, what's up, Oliver? But yeah, like for example, one of my students, this isn't really like a promotion for my lessons or anything, but I'm just telling like how you can get faster at guitar pretty fast. In like 3 months, he started where he could play Master of Puppets at like 95% speed. But now, I think like a month ago, he could play 255 BPM downpicking riffs. Like, what's that? Bullet for My Valentine's. That one. So you can get like much faster at downpicking really fast. And it's usually, when you have played for a long time and you're not improving in speed, it's actually really, yeah, Waking the Demon. It's actually pretty easy to get you faster because you kind of already have the technique. It's just like getting it, the potential out, or I don't know how to say. Like, for example, when I wasn't really happy like a couple of months ago with my downpicking speed because I didn't practice for a while. And I was kind of struggling at like 230, 240 BPM. But I think in like 15 or 20 minutes, I could get it up to like, when I really found like a pretty cool approach, I could get it to one measure of 300 BPM. And it's pretty much what I did was I started to look into my down picking technique really in depth, and it's like I started to enhance every single individual picking motion. So I started to find out the best way for me to down pick 1 or 2 notes. You know, the least amount of tension, the least amount of motion while still getting good tone. And I noticed that there was actually so much extra motion in my picking motion. I was doing mostly like this direction of motion. Let me actually put the... And by the way, don't take this advice like that it solves your down picking or your any. Actually, don't take any video you see online that it would solve your specific technique, because everyone's technique is different. So for me, I noticed that my picking was a lot like that, but there was a little bit of going away from the body and downwards to the body. And then I noticed that upwards and downwards motion is where I get the good tone. And it's like least, it requires least motion to do it and least effort. So I started reducing this way of motion. So I only ended up with this way of motion and a little bit of this. So it's pretty much how it feels for me to pick like that. Is I'm just lifting the hand up, and putting it back down. But because I have practiced for years, it's like it automatically does the picking motion. But I'm just focusing on lifting the hand up and putting it back down. So to me, it feels like that. And for alternate picking, it's pretty much a little bit different. But well, the approach is the same. You want to do, reduce the amount of motion you do by as much as possible while still getting good tone. Can I still play those insanely fast trivium riffs? I'm not actually sure. I don't think I'm that warmed up at the moment, but I'm pretty sure when I'm warmed up I can still play those 240 BPM songs. It's so difficult to play fast when you don't have the muscle memory spot on, because you can play really fast when you don't have to think about it, and that's actually the main key to playing fast. Is you want to reduce the amount of things that you have to think about when you play, because if you have to focus on everything you do, it's not gonna be relaxed. It's not gonna be super fast. So that's also one thing, that you want to divide the riffs into groups of, let's say, 1 measure or half measure. And then you practice those pieces by themselves. And every time you just focus on starting one piece, and your muscle memory handles playing that. And you just then focus on starting the next piece of that riff. Because if you have to play those trivium riffs while focusing on every single note, it's gonna be like pain in the rear. Trapped Under Ice. Can't remember how to play that. I think I've learned, the main riff at one point. Do you know the technique where you only move your thumb and index finger to down pick? I think it's almost like what Boma does in like 260 BPM downpicking video. It's like that's this motion again. So that's like a perfect proof of like how everyone's picking technique is different. So that's, you know, I don't want this to sound like an advertisement, but if you want to become good at guitar playing, you should find someone, you know, even you don't have to, of course, pick me, but find someone to teach you and look at your technique and see how it can be developed. Because I think the most painful thing to see is, you know, even when I do lesson videos online, is because I know it will help like maybe 40% of the viewers when I say something, because it's a general advice. But, you know, since everyone's technique is different, because everyone has practiced using different muscles, so the same tricks or same little tips don't work for everyone. So it's only like I would say under half of the people who watch the videos that's going to be useful for them. So that's why it would be really important for you to find someone who can look at your technique and then see how it can be developed. Do you play other instruments? I don't know why I started even thinking. Not really. I guess I'm getting tired because it's almost midnight. Maybe I should start practicing my picking. And well, you got really good improvements, I think. So definitely, letting it bounce off itself, recycling the energy like a rubber band. It counts like reflectors. Yeah, that's actually really well put. Pretty philosophical at the same time. But yeah, good advice. Can you play Suffocating Sight? What was that? I think that was in the Trivium Hardest Songs video I did, but I can't remember which riff that is. Fastest I can go down picking when I'm warmed up is Welcome Home, Sanitarium. I can't even remember that riff, unfortunately. But what you definitely should do is try to tweak, I explained how to, tweak your max speed for downpicking. But what you should do also is, if you want to get more endurance, you should also increase the maximum speed for like 4 or 8 repetitions, 4 or 8 downstrokes in a row. So when you get faster, you obviously have to use more effective technique. And when you use that same technique at slower speeds, you can play with better endurance as well. Fight fire with fire. I think that's all I can remember. I have tried to practice picking where I pick like 2 or 4 fast alt notes and 1 slower power chord there. Yeah, that's really good way. And also when you start speeding up, you're gonna notice that you have to change your approach on how you think about your playing, because there's like I mentioned, there's a certain limit on what you can focus on at once. The speed of the notes coming. So when you reach a certain speed, you have to start changing your approach on not thinking about individual notes. And when you get really fast, you have to get away from thinking about 4-note groups into 8-note groups. Like for example, in the Violator riff, I just counted as like 8-note groups. So the first 8-note group, I call it 8-note group. It's pretty much half measure. And after that comes the second one. So first one, ta da ka da ka da ka. Second one, ta ka ta ka ta ka ta ka. So when I play those, I think about, okay, starting first group, then starting second group. See you later, Adrian. Was nice to talk with you after a long time. No problem, Cobain. Alison Hell. I can't remember how the pauses went in that song, but man, that's a fantastic song. Fight Fire. It's easier to play continuously faster than just short bursts. Yeah. What you pretty much want to do is try to find a way to play short burst accurately, and then you're just pretty much replicating that short burst. Fight Fire with Fire Riff is kind what fast all that pick it, but having the Strum does power chords in the mix. Yeah. I mastered jumping in with your help, but now I'm struggling to practice how to play Necrophagist rhythm. That's quite different in terms of technique for down picking, and what I highly recommend is you finding out how your right hand wrist moves when you change the strings, because Necrophagist is pretty much string changing, string skipping riffing. So find out how your picking hand wrist moves, and for some riffs it's really useful that when you change the string you actually move your hand instead of angling your wrist. So that's, this advice is also like general advice without seeing your playing, without seeing your technique, because it's much more easy to, like, if I see, a guitar player and they say they have this problem, it's like instantly I can just see that, okay, you need to start practicing this or start practicing that, because it's way different than just like how to play Necrophagist. That was let's see. How to play Necrophagist rhythm. Didn't you ask that? Obscure, just... okay. Yeah. I thought I messed up somehow. I started doing 8-note groups on 2 strings, alternate mostly scales, and with 1 measure between each run. Yeah, that's really good. And you can also do 3 strings. Like, that's what I did at one point a lot. So it's pretty much like building your own exercises based on what you feel like you need improvement with. And that's a great skill to develop. If you haven't done that yourself, I highly recommend starting to build exercises for yourself. And whenever you learn something online, let's say a lick or a riff, maybe more like when you see an exercise online, try to build your own exercise based on that. It can get you started. But it's really useful once you get to that point, like, for example, when I feel like I'm struggling with a certain riff or a part of certain riff, I can just make my own exercise that focuses on that motion that I'm struggling with. So that way I can get way more repetitions for that difficult section than if I just repeated the riff without knowing what's the problem there. Come on. Damn. Black Magic is great practice. Yeah, for sure. And especially when you have to do 4 notes on E string and then immediately change to A string. And really good thing to, okay, general advice, but you can try angling your pick so the tip is pointing upwards a little bit, and that makes the string changing easier. But, like I said, don't take these general advices as if it would be the 100% accurate cure for your own technique. Trapped in a corner. Man, can't remember how to play that either. Ghost Rats. Do you have a battle jacket? Yeah, I have one. A pretty old one. It has like Pantera 101 proof back patch. Then, you know, of course, you know, Slayer, Cannibal Corpse, DRI. All cool stuff. Death. I can't even remember what bands I have in that, but it's pretty, you know, relatively empty. I didn't really get to finish that battle jacket. I thought you was going to play Flattening of Emotions by Death. I think someone requested. I'm getting really tired, so. Cool exercise and sounds like an actual riff. Yeah, it's like I like doing really a lot of exercise based on like a power chord shape. You can do pretty much any type of exercises, you know, yourself. Damn, Jeff Waters. Preferred. How to play that Badger? Let me try to think. No, that was actually Children of Bodom's something. I think that's all I can do for that song. Maybe some other songs from Cannibal Corpse. How to improve playing solo? What like improvising technique? Any specific technique you want to improve on? Or is it like you want to start playing leads? So if you give me a little bit more detail, I'll help you out. You can play bottom too, Angels Don't Kill. I can't remember that. I think only song I can remember on the top of my head is like this. It's actually in drop tuning. So yeah, it sounds a little bit wrong with that wrong root note in the background. Already imagining Corpse Grinder turning into human fan when someone plays this. Human fan. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Man, that guy's neck is another level. I meant playing solos from songs, for example, Mr. Crowley. Hold on, is that... No, I remember Bark at the Moon, but for example, well, it depends on where your technique is at, like, because the way I look at it, I'll just kind of dissect the main approach for learning solos. If you want to learn lots of different solos, you should have the main idea how the solos are built. Like understand a little bit about, you know, scales and what key is it in. That's gonna make it much more easy for you to remember the notes, what to play. But for the actual technique, it depends on completely on your like level, like how what kind of advice I should give to you, because you know, the easy answer I could give is just, you know, find out what the problem areas are when you're playing those solos, and then isolate those problem areas. So don't just play the whole thing at once, but try to split it into different sections. And you can, you know, perfect and enhance those little sections by themselves. And let's say if you take the beginning part of any lead, and you just take the first, you know, couple of notes from that. Try to perfect those first couple of notes. And after that, try to perfect those next couple of notes. And when you have done both of those little tiny sections, you can start to combine those into one bigger section. But this is again pretty general advice for learning pretty much any lead. And for leads, it's quite a lot about, you know, what kind of technique you have. Because, for example, if you're a beginner, there could be something about your wrist angle that's problematic to you. And some other things could be that when you have some sort of stretches in leads, some people change the positions and it makes it much more difficult to play when you're supposed to stretch a little bit with your fingers. One example would be like sweep picking, like this, going from 7th to 12th fret here on the A string. So what some people do, which really makes it more difficult to play fast, is they move the hand to reach the 7th fret. Let me try to replicate that. So you notice how my hand is moving down and up the neck. So, for example, that is, a technique issue that can be, solved by just focusing. First of all, you can try to keep your both fingers on those frets at the same time, and then achieve this same stretch when you're playing that lick. So this is kind of the wrist angle, the position of your fingers that you should look at when you're playing the lick. So this is what you're trying to achieve when you hold these two at the same time. You can see how your hand is supposed to be in that. And also, when it comes to like bends or picking or anything like that, it can be, your pick angle could be causing some issues for like uneven sound between, when changing the strings or playing different notes. And in the left hand, I'm trying to think of like different issues that you might have when playing leads. So something else could be that you're having too much tension in the fingers. So you're pressing on the frets too hard. And that's causing lots of trouble when you're trying to play fast. You're supposed to be like really relaxed, like. So right there, I don't really feel any tension in my fingers. It's just like almost loose feeling when I'm playing a simple lick like that. So the main goal isn't to be like completely loose when playing, but it's to have least amount of tension that you can get. Legion of the Serpent by the Faceless. It's in drop tuning, but I can do E standard. It's in drop C, but I'll do E standard version of that. But yeah, it's like it's one song that I used to practice quite a lot, but it sounds pretty weird in E standard. Hey, what's up, Calex? What's up? Learning all songs by ear and play them different than most. Yeah, sure. And that's actually, when it comes to like, I have to give like spoiler alerts because I'm like a, perfectionist in some way. That this is also like general advice, like there's like different ways you can approach practicing songs. Like you don't have to be 100% accurate with the original. That's like one way of approaching playing covers. Another way would be that you're getting the main idea and putting your own flavor to that riff. That's completely fine. And you could also do something like completely improvise, like a cover where you change the style if you want to do that. I think that's completely fine as well. So it's like you can find your own level of similarity to the original. So it doesn't have to be anywhere specific. You can just play covers anywhere you want, as long as you're having fun. Do you like Iron Maiden at all? Never heard you talking about it. I'm kind of curious. when I was in like 1st to 6th grade, I had like 5 Iron Maiden albums, and I used to I actually printed the Trooper lyrics and took them to school and was like memorizing them. So yeah, I was like a pretty big fan back then. But when I got to 7th grade, a friend of mine introduced me to Cannibal Corpse. And before that, I used to listen Slayer from like since I was like 6 years old, I think. But when I got to Cannibal Corpse stage, it was like had to go more extreme and extreme. But yeah, Iron Maiden is awesome, but I haven't really listened them too much because I'm like a huge fan of like pretty. I would say like I have pretty weird music taste when it comes to like what I really mostly like. It's like something pretty dissonant and dark sounding and something that, yeah, just sounds aggressive. Like I think Dark Angel is like a fantastic band, and the riffs are just fantastic. Can you growl? I wish I could. This and the Ancient Covenant. Let me try to think how to play that one. Oh, the E standard version sounds weird. Wasn't so keen on this. Kari gave a shout out to Ice. I almost did that again, but I actually I didn't see it on the first try, but I knew that it's when Oliver is sending a comment, I need to be careful. Iron Maiden, Cannibal Corpse. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. They're still my favorite band, even though I love more extreme stuff now. Yeah, it's like I'd say they have been like a huge influence in my, in my youth. Finding out different genres and things like that. I used to listen a lot. Like, I think my favorite song, like when I was a kid, was like, is that like 22 Acacia Avenue or something like that? And also like Alexander the Great. And actually, I think I've told this before, but on one history exam where I had to talk about Alexander the Great, I just I had memorized the lyrics for that song by Maiden, so I just wrote the lyrics in Finnish, and I think I got like a pretty good grade in that. So that was pretty fun. Swollen. Oh man, Cannibal Corpse lyrics are just artistic. Artistic, not artistic. Pestilence. I haven't really listened, but I think I listened like few of their songs and sounded good. Did I miss those Black Magic picking advices? I think I only mentioned Black Magic picking advices that angling the pick and looking at the picking motion will help you out when you have to change strings fast. So you want to leave the last upstroke, the fourth alternate pick stroke. You want to leave that off a little bit in the air so you can get straight to the A string after that. So it's not like you don't leave the pick behind the E string when you have to hit the A string next. So you don't have to do that like skipping motion. You're almost like okay, that was, you can probably see there, but the idea is that you get like a straight line towards the A string with your pick, so you don't have to do any like avoiding of the E string. I left comment about Sleepwalker a bit earlier. Oh man, it must be hidden somewhere in the stream. Ethereal space-time. Learn slows, then speed it up till you can play it in your sleep. Yeah! Slayerizer hits the bullseye again. Have you ever listened to Out of the Body by Pestilence? It's the most famous. I can't remember any song titles, but it very likely could be that. Obituary. Yeah! Listen to Cryptopsys. Convulsions last 45 seconds. After reading your Cannibal Corpse lyrics, I'm a little bit scared what is waiting for me. Singer is a dickhead. Cryptopsy Phobo file. Like the new hair. Thanks, man. Mopo Ukko. Yeah, this is I'm kind of in between, like I guess it would be too much work to have a completely bald head, but I think that could do like some hardcore roots of mine justice. But I also don't want it to look like I'm a skin, you know, like what's that called? Soldier of Odin, trooper. I don't know if any foreigners understood that, but Finnish people, I guess, got it. Please listen to it right now. No. I'm gonna get instantly banned. I don't really care about that, but I'll politely skip, just because otherwise I'm gonna get flooded with requests. Trying to fix my alternate picking mechanics, but I just go back to the inefficient technique once I try to plan any songs. You don't have to worry about whenever you're changing technique, like especially when you're like dramatically changing your technique, you don't have to worry about playing or jamming using that new technique. What you should be doing is have consistent practice with that new technique, and the plan and what will happen if you do that, you know, have consistent practice with the new technique, is it will eventually feel really natural to you, and you can play, you know, you can jam using that new technique. So you don't even want to really try to force new technique into your jam sessions, or, you know, when playing some songs. You want to really consistently work on the new technique so it starts to feel really natural to you, so you can just jam anything with the new technique. And I've changed my technique multiple times. I've changed my students' technique multiple times if there was any issues with that. And yeah, I've shaved my head down to the wood numerous times. I used to do it like a couple of years ago, I think, when I had a little like little beard thingy here and a bald head. But I think the reason I really couldn't keep up with that, because I really don't like, you know, shaving with a blade, you know, razor blade. I think I wanted to get like one of those shaving blades, those long ones. I don't know how that's called in English. But yeah, I guess that would be interesting, but I don't know if I'm able to maintain that. Shaved my head before, but now I probably won't do it because it's too long. Go for it, Oliver. Well, there's a 22-second growl that gets lower and lower, and it goes at the ending. Oh, damn. 22 seconds. Can you play some Morbid Angel? I can't remember any Morbid Angel riffs, unfortunately. I have only greened out coming from short hair, and feel the day I have to go short. Short hair for a job. Is that still like something that can happen? Or is it like you want to cut it short before applying for a job? Yeah, I used to have long hair when I was younger, then it becomes a pain in the ass. Yeah, that's actually, you know, the main reason I cut off the long hair is it's just, you know, the feeling of freedom once I cut the hair and went to the store. Like, it just felt like it felt so relieving. I don't know how to explain it. I can't even get my hair long once. Yeah, that was my first time it was that long. I've usually had like pretty short hair. Dying Fetus. I can't remember any, or actually don't know how to play any of the songs. Can you play Pitkä Kuuma Kesä? Mä aion elää sen. The other thing definitely wouldn't do it. I wouldn't have to. Yeah, I know. I think like Kerry King had like a summer job or a job when he was like teen or something, and I read it somewhere that he was told to cut off his hair and he didn't do it and just changed the workplace. I guess depending on the workplace, I would probably do the same, unless if it was like a super nice place. Once had long hair but didn't manage it well and got massive tangle. I'm growing that shit. Yeah, I didn't really manage my hair either. It was like pretty painful. Try to comb it like every like once a month or something. Favorite riff. Currently, I have to say, I'm actually in between a couple of riffs. That's a tough one. Like By Inheritance, Artillery is one. Eva Thrasher. I'm actually not like whenever I pause for like this while I lose my warm up completely. So I'll play a little bit of that. Oh, the tuning is awful. But yeah, I don't think I'll be playing too much. I can give like more like lessons if anyone has any questions here. And by the way, feel free, like I'm saying this a lot, but feel free to send me friend requests on Facebook. The link should be below. So if you want any like, if you want me to look at your technique or something, I can just do it, you know, just helping you out. And I'm gonna be posting some lesson stuff on my Facebook profile as well. Nile, haven't practiced those, but favorite riff, I guess, like this is one of them. And the other one is like which is really straightforward. Let me actually play those on YouTube for you. Gotta go, man. It's my night. Yeah, see you later, man. Thanks for joining the stream. The first song is Artillery by Inheritance. I'll write it down. But man, this riff is just sick that counts now. So that's one of my favorite riffs, which actually I was suggested that when I did like a jam stream where I was taking requests. So someone wanted me to learn that. Hey, what's up, Apocalyptic Concepts? AKA Evan. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, Nuclear Winter is sick as well. Going to bed to relax with some music. Yeah, see you later, Ben. See you on the next lesson. Were you there to meet Gary Holt at Musamama before Tuska? No. I actually wasn't at Tuska either. But man, I'm missing all of these good opportunities. Yeah, thanks, Ben. Pleasure to have you here. Nuclear Winter, but your version in a vid. Studio version is too noisy. I like the sound of Artillery. Yeah, that's like fantastic song. And I can't remember who requested that. Could be you actually, Apocalyptic. But I got a request to play that on a stream, and that's like one of my favorite riffs ever since. And another request I got, which is my another favorite, is this one. Can't get any thrashier than this. And man, the drum beat is just insane. Listen at the drums. Let me actually slow. I will slow it down. It's like a hardcore punk influence. Like man, that's actually a really big influence on my like original song drum beats. Like this style of playing. With like those 16th notes like in the I don't know how to pronounce it easily for on like the 4th 16th note. Why have you been gone so long? Like my 3rd child was born on February, and I've been focusing on teaching. Since then, have to bring some food to the table. Jail. Are you going Porispera? Yeah, actually, I'm really wanting to go there, so I think I will. And I assume that tickets are still there. I think there was like Lost Society, DRI, Bodom maybe. No, Bodom was on the first night with like some pop artists, which was like really weird lineup, I think, at Porispera, if I'm correct. But I think that DRI day was like pretty awesome. Can't remember what were the bands there. Yeah, Love Heathen. I'm gonna learn that on drums next. Yeah, that's like really. I remember playing like some long time ago. Was it like Rock Band or Guitar Hero drums? And it was always so fun to play those type of drum beats. Like it's pretty much the same as like pretty same idea as Motorhead's Ace of Spades drum beat, but you're just kind of skipping some kick drums here and there. Have you seen Ormsby guitars run 11? Damn, I used to love like when I saw some Ormsby advertisements for that one specific blue guitar, Blue Burst something, where you have some natural color on the sides and Blue Burst in the middle. Man, that was awesome. I think it was like Gilded Maple something. I live in Hyvinkää, Finland. Congrats. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, man. Attacks. I lost the idea. Practice what you preach by Testament. Don't know how to play the Lost Society song and practice what you preach. Can't remember the riff in that one either. Magnum. A really weird lineup, yeah. Reino Nordin before Bodom. Lost Society was playing smaller stage like 4 o'clock. Yeah, there. I think it was Lost Society, DRI in that order, but can't remember what bands come after that. I think the main artists on that stage is like really weird also in that day, if I remember right. What exercise would you recommend for speeding up alternate picking for metal rhythm guitar? What's your current alternate picking speed? Like playing 16th notes or like 4 notes per click? If that doesn't say anything to you, I would say general advice would be to play 4+1 notes and start speeding that up. And once you can play, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. After that, you don't have to play, that fast, of course. But after you learn how to play efficiently and at desired speed, 4+1 notes, so you should feel it like taka taka ta. So you focus on the first and last note, and make sure that you pay attention that both of those are downstrokes, because that's going to be important part of the muscle memory, that you can connect the downstrokes with the alternate picking. And once you can play that 4+1 notes, you can start playing 8+1 notes, where you play 2 4-note groups. So it's taka 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 ta. And really try to, you can speed up any technique by really reducing the amount of notes and perfecting those small note groups, and then replicating that exact technique when you play more notes than just those small note groups. Hey Rave, what's up? Over the wall, trial by fire into the pit. I can't remember. I can actually, if you want to hear one of my latest original songs, it has pretty fast, thrashy, old school riffs in that. Other night Kayako was, yeah. That's like a really exotic lineup. Saxon, Flotsam and Jetsam. Too stubborn to use fan frets, so now they're doing the Rhodes V in Red Flame with the Floyd. Damn. Man, I'm actually still paying for this guitar. It's almost paid. I paid this for this for like few years with part payment from like a not so nice Swedish funding company. Starts with K, ends with A. And yeah, maybe start looking for another guitar at some point. On top of this. I love this guitar, but need to get more for different tunings, of course. 130 BPM. Yeah, definitely. You can increase the speed using your same approach by just speeding up few BPM at once, 5 BPM at once, and just trying to enhance and tweak your picking technique so you can play a little bit faster. But you're gonna eventually hit the point which I a little bit explained before, that where you have to approach the playing a little bit differently. So you have to get away from thinking about every note, and you need to think about these different note groups. You can play 4 note groups at like 200, 210 BPM, but I'd say 8 note groups makes it just, makes your life much more easy. So whenever, I wouldn't say there's necessarily a certain BPM, it's more like how it feels for you to play. So when you feel like the 4 note group is starting to become pretty tense for you, so you have to really focus on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you want to really, make it easier for you and expand to the 8 note group. Muscle memory is on point. Thanks, man. Play that Sweden. Whiskey cast, man. Yeah, for sure. Funding companies. I'm pretty tired because that yesterday's Metallica. Way too much walking. I wish I could have seen them. I've never seen Metallica live. Would be awesome. What's up, Twinborn? Can't watch though. Have to leave now, but needed to say welcome back. Thanks, man. Nice to see you here too. 107. Yeah. Here in Finland. Yep. I've been watching this stream for an hour. I was supposed to go to sleep over an hour ago, but I have to leave soon too. But definitely like I'm not sure when I'll be doing the next stream, but definitely add me on Facebook, like all of you, if you want. The link is like below. I'll be, hanging around in there, and it's like, the YouTube comments, like even though I'm not getting that many views at the moment, I'm getting like 2.4k in the last 2 days. But I can't keep up with the comments in there, and it's not really, easy way to talk with someone on YouTube comments. So it's so much more fun in Facebook, where you can chat freely. But yeah, let me actually check a message. Yeah, I have to be going soon. Like the kids are causing a little bit of trouble because I'm usually at home sleeping, helping them fall asleep. And now that I'm here at the studio, they're like a little bit waking up and not really cooperating. I'm sure like people with kids can relate to this, but yeah, they're not awake, but they're waking up. and it's not like easy to calm them down if it's like this early and they're waking up. Thanks, man. Much appreciate. See you later in the future on Facebook. Yeah. Thanks, Mark, for joining, and thanks everyone else for joining. Make an Instagram. I'll try to focus on just using Facebook because I have Discord, Facebook, and students on Skype, and I have all of these different social media. So I'll try to just limit it to like Facebook and a little bit of Discord. I've been pretty inactive there as well. But yeah, bouncing on the walls. That's what's your Discord? I think if I generate a new link, it's gonna like mess up all of my video description links. So you can try to watch my. Actually, I think someone else knows Discord better than me. Like, is there like some sort of a number that you can just give so you're able to join? Your last update was from February in Facebook. I did one yesterday and one like 5 days ago. I have to check my publishing settings. Oh yeah, but you're not my friend on Facebook, I guess. Yet. No. So I'm not sure how the publicity settings are. How do we connect with you on Discord? I can generate a new link to invite, but let me check. Okay, yeah. I'm still thinking because is there like I honestly don't know how to use Discord that well. I've always shared my Discord server and then someone can join it. But it's if you can search on Discord, it's just my name with like a white background logo and horns in black with a text Metalician under that. Let me actually try. But yeah, send me a message on Facebook. I'll head home, so I'll try to share the Discord server in like a Facebook chat. My Discord number. Uh, 6787. So it's my name hashtag 6787. Yeah, but see you later, everyone. Thanks for this stream. It was awesome. It was really fun to have this stream after such a long time. But yeah, see you everyone on Facebook and hopefully someday again on YouTube stream. But yeah, thanks and see you later.